Okay, I had to come back because I had to do some things and I had to rest my breath because I was chit chatting way too much. Now, this is part two of flunking my second interview. so, I was, I'm like, I asked him, I'm like, why does it rain? I'm like, why does it thunder here and get no rain? Thunder, no rain here? They looked at me hecka crazy in that interview. It was just like 1 hour of pure comedy. I can't even take this stuff seriously. I think that's my problem. What? Okay, so the girl called me. It was a remote work from home job, right? I'm like, okay, I got this. They said they gonna deliver it. Then I started looking over the details. They not paying for the internet. They not trying to negotiate no salaries. They got people working from 9 to 6. Baby, what happened to 9 to 5:30? Why is people working from 9 to 6? Lord, that's all day. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, I'm gonna get the interview, I'll get the job, they gonna deliver the stuff to the house. I don't even gotta figure out how I'm gonna get there, take the bus or the Uber or whatever, right? So mind you, it's a school. I love education, right? Education is supposed to be a way to lift yourself out of poverty. So I'm like, okay, I could work at this school. So the girl, her name was Alicia. We're gonna say her name was Alicia. That wasn't really her name, but we're gonna give her an alias. Her name was Alicia. So she was like, oh my goodness, I'm from Massachusetts. You just moved here from Florida? You just moved here? I'm like, yeah, baby, I only been here 1 month. She was like, oh, really? I'm like, yes. So then she was like, oh, yeah, she started telling me about Massachusetts. And I'm like, yes, I will go live in Massachusetts. She was like, yeah, you totally should. You should look it up. And then she was like, wait, you're trying to move there right now? She's like, no, we need you, so stay. I'm like, dang, all right. So we did a little interview. She was like, okay, I'm gonna send you the little dress code and email of what the salary is and the job and all this stuff you're supposed to look up. And I'm like, okay, that's awesome. She was like, yeah, we're gonna confirm that your interview is gonna be tomorrow. I said, okay, baby, that's cool. Just email me everything, and the interview is gonna be tomorrow, and I'm gonna be dipping in and doing it. And I got this. So she emails me all this stuff. The night before, I'm praying because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get the job or not. I really didn't go in, but I like to keep my options open. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to be upset if I don't get it. So I sleep on it. I get up. I was kind of feeling a little tired. I was crying, going through the motions because you know how it is being a woman. Sometimes you just be crying for no reason, but I really think it's the hormones. So I just be crying, going through it like, what's going on? So then I wake up, take a shower, and I just get myself together, comb my hair, beat the face, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this interview. So I get on there, and the interview lasted for like 45 minutes. It was a guy and a gal. Her name, I'm not gonna tell you either one of their names, but they was asking me like, oh, what have you been doing? Do you think that you'd be a good fit? Like, tell us about our company. I was doing all that, but I was still cracking jokes. I made it like a conversation. I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm going to the game tonight. The Rays versus the Royals play tonight, and I'm going to go see Beyonce next one. I'm going to be like, we be all night. And they was laughing. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, this is an interview, but it's not supposed to be like hecka strict. Like, ooh. But I think that's how, when you come in like that, I think that's how you kind of get a feel for the company. And they couldn't even ask me, like, one of the first questions I asked was, like, how does your company deal with layoffs and cutting costs? Because in this hard economic time, we need to know how companies is going to be dealing with people from the gate. It's been all over the news that companies have been letting people go and cutting people off, sending emails and hecka shady stuff. Like, I need to know right off the bat how y'all going to treat me when times get hard. Because I want somebody that's gonna be solid with me. I'm treating these job interviews like they relationships. They interview me, and I'm for surely interviewing them. So it was like 45 minutes. I was drinking my tea because I was talking so much, but I really think I was just rambling, kind of like how I'm rambling right now, and I felt like my voice was just gonna lose it. I was drinking so much like tea. Like, okay. The interview was 45 minutes. I kind of pretty much knew I wasn't going to get the job. And then they called me today and was like, or no, they didn't even call me. They emailed me. But that was cool because Alicia was cool. She at least let me know. But I kind of already knew. I'm like, today's the day. I bounced up to this morning and was like, today is the day. This is the day that they going to tell me. I already know because how many days does it take? They just wasn't feeling me because they were trying to be like, oh, you're not going to know how to work our software. It's Teams, it's Microsoft. I'm like, baby, I've been using Microsoft since I was a kid. That's the only program for office. Like, who doesn't know? And then they were like, oh, are you going to be able to work Teams and work how to use Excel? I'm like, these programs is like 20, 30 years old. They're not even new. My grandmama was using Excel. So, yeah, it just was not a good fit. And then they kept asking me, they were like, how do you rate your skills on a scale of 1 to 5? I'm like, all fives. And then they started looking at me like when I was saying all fives. I'm like, no, baby, my confidence is high. Like, okay, I may be a 6, maybe a 7 because I'm a little chubby. But I got all the personality, all the heat. D with the heat. So yeah, they was not feeling me. But that's alright. Because they say God, what do they say? Rejection is God's protection. So forget that job. We on to the next one. And that was part 2 of JOB's in Florida interviews. Bye.